Okay, we are back, and I am going to have Kristen demonstrate on me. Say hi, Kristen. Just kind of lean
Hi,
in.
I'm
so
here again.
You're not like a ghost person. And she's going to demonstrate how to do a little bit heavier look of makeup. So like, you know, when you want to get your hippie shine on and you're going out on a hot date, this is what you can do with our makeup. So go ahead.
So we already have glow on. We actually have some foundation on as well. So we're gonna just do the actual makeup look on top of all that.
Cool.
So the first thing that we're going to do is touch up the whole face, which is going to be to use our medium shade, which is called
Copper.
Copper.
Copper is kind of my favorite one so far because you can use it for so many different things.
So I'm actually putting some on the brush, and then I'm actually, because it's so heavily pigmented, I mean, you're getting so much, you don't want to overuse, and then tapping the rest off. And then we're going to use it again as the bronzer, and see, I already tapped off everything, and I have a ton still on the cheek. So we're just going to use that there as our blush, as our bronzer, and blend it on the rest of the face. So as we blend it there. Now if you wanted a little bit of extra...
I'm gonna lean in so they can see a little bit more.
Yes, if you wanted a little bit of
nice.
extra contouring, you could actually take the darker color if you really like to contour and just layer it under here. If you decide to do that, you are going to very softly dip your fourth finger in there and then just rub it on the lid, because you don't want a lot, because watch. Look, that's a lot.
Whoa.
But to contour, that helps with that cheekbone. And that was a teeny tiny dot.
Sorry.
And
By the way, guys, this is a completely new concept for me. She said contour, and I was like, what?
So contour, we're making those cheekbones pop. So then we have to blend that line in with the same brush that we just used. Turn. Skinny girl face without pulling the skinny girl face. You don't actually have to pull it, because it just pulls in that cheek a little bit.
Did my face get skinnier?
A little bit.
I should probably not do the skinny
Very
girl
blended.
face. Yes.
So then there's our bronzer for that. So then, because we're going for a darker look, now we're going to take a thinner angled brush or an eyebrow brush, and we're going to get it wet. Just have a little bit of water here, and then we're going to dip it in our darker color. And again, we're going to use our lid to help kind of form. We're going to use our lid to help kind of form the brush a little bit. Because this is a loose powder and we just use a little bit of water, just going to close our eyes, and we're just going to use that as an eyeliner. And because it's a powder, you can go a little thicker with it if you want. And then dip it in the water again for our next eye. And I actually still have a ton of powder left in there from before, so I'm not even going to re-dip in the container. I'm just going to use what I already have on there from before. Start in here. Then go out. Open your eyes. So we've got...
Oh, wow. Guys, I have eyes. This is pretty much what it's like every time she does my makeup, and I ask her to do it a lot because I don't know what I'm doing, and that is why she's here.
So that's as an eyeliner. Close your eyes again. So that's just on the base. Here. But if we really wanted a more dramatic look, we're going to take that same dark color and use that dark, just with a regular brow brush, as also our darker shade of eyeshadow. She calls me the expert, but really I know a little bit, but as you can tell the way I just put that on, experts don't put it on like that.
I feel like you're an expert.
Blending that around. Again, I still barely have dipped into the container, and I just keep using what I've got left over in that lid. Little goes a long way. So here's our nighttime hippie look.
Okay, I'm calling this the hot date hippie look. Ah! Very nice.
But as with other dark stuff, you still gotta highlight and blend that out. So close your eyes. Here's our highlight, our soul coming into the corners of the eyes. And highlighting underneath that brow. And then helping to blend in the dark look. We could use a little, you can use a little more of this than with the other ones just because it's the highlight and we're using it to blend in such a dark pigment. Letting that highlight come down underneath the eye. Look up. Bringing that underneath the eye and out the corners. Close your eyes. Look up.
I'm like,
And now we're moving things
we
on.
don't know what we're doing here. We're just gonna be real.
I love it. Okay, I just wanted to show that closer look of your eyes.
Okay, so here, I'm just gonna pick this sucker up. So here is the hippie face, and it's like really warm in this room, so I'm kind of flushed, but.
No, she thinks she's flushed. It's the bronzer that caused her to look flushed.
No, I really am. Okay, so